is that when, even though they won't come up and get them, I think they should
I
just
know two people I see that are in
6
the
of them?
committee, but I don't know if some of the others are.
Do you want me to read false, or just, how do you want me to?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the January 27th, 2009 Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, four selectmen are present. Mrs. Donahue is away this week, as well as with us is the interim town administrator.
Okay. First thing we have on our agenda tonight is citizens' participation. Is there anyone here that would like to address the board? Sir?
Good evening. My name is Tom Mickey. I'm from Little Harbor, and I'm here as a co-chair of an ad hoc water quality committee that the citizens in the town have put together. I know we've heard you speak about the organization indirectly a couple of times. We wanted to make our presence known to you. Back in mid-November, we sent a letter. We're not a secret organization by any means. We sent a letter to Mr. Sanjanet informing them of who we were, what our expertise was, and what our objectives and goals were. And hopefully he shared that with you. If he didn't share that with you, we're here to inform you and also the other townspeople of the existence of our group and our objective of trying to improve the water quality of Buzzards Bay within the confines of the town of Wareham. Obviously, there are other towns that have significant inputs into the town, and ultimately, collectively, we'd like to work with some of these other towns to develop improvements in water quality. At the last town meeting, a number of us, and these are a couple of the committee members, all the full committee couldn't be here. I'll read the names of the other committee members. Myself, I'm a geologist and soil scientist. George Barrett, who's on the planning board. John Churchill, who's a civil and environmental engineer. Carolyn D. Moranville, who's a soil fertility specialist at the University of Massachusetts. Jeff LaFleur, who's a member of the Cape Cod Cranberry Growers Association. Mac Finney, who's an environmental educator. Charles Rowley, who's a civil engineer. Howie Smith, who has a professional septic system company. Ben Suttard, who's a commercial fisherman in town, and a number of associate members, including groups like Coalition for Buzzards Bay and others. We're an all-inclusive group. We don't exclude anybody from our organization, and in fact, I take this opportunity to invite any other townspeople that have expertise in on-site or water quality issues to join our committee and to work with us to further the betterment of water quality in the town, and also to prepare a series of articles for town meeting. Realistically, not this next town meeting, but more likely in April, that will address a lot of the issues that a number of us brought up at town meeting. For example, we were concerned about...
Sir, that's fine for the announcement part of it, but I don't want to go into the details of the committee, so...
You're not interested in finding out what the committee
Well,
is?
not under citizens' participation, no. I think that's fine. You can come forward and ask for other residents to join, and I agree with that if they're interested.
I do have a question, though, I guess I would like to direct to the board. We're concerned that you're prepared to, or are you prepared to return Article 18 or some reasonable facsimile of that?
We haven't discussed
To town
any of the
meeting?
other. Well, one thing we did do was we created a clean water committee, and we're still in the process of appointing to that. So once they're up, that committee is up and running. Our avenue as far as future bylaws was going to go through kind of the subcommittees, so that we weren't handling that directly.
Okay, and do you foresee that happening before the April town meeting?
I don't know.
This is
I don't
not
know.
an appropriate discussion.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, while I applaud your efforts and everything, if I may ask, why did this group of citizens feel that it was important to create this ad hoc private committee rather than join the town's clean water committee that we established for this same particular reason.
I don't want to get into answering a lot of questions this evening, but I'll give you the short answer. And the short answer is we formed our committee a month and a half ago before you had any inkling of starting a clean water committee. And we did that under the challenge of Mr. Savageau, who at town meeting said, if you're not going to do this, then what are you going to do? And he challenged the townspeople to do something about it, and so we took it upon ourselves to do that.
And then just one other
And
quick
that's all I'm
question.
going to, those are the only
Just
answers
one
to
other quick
questions that
question. Oh,
that
so
I'm
you're not
gonna
going to answer? Okay.
Congratulations, thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Just for my own, just so that you know where I'm
Thank you,
coming from,
Mr.
too.
Rowley, thanks.
It's no secret that I was a critic of the articles that had been proposed at town meeting, and from my point of view, you can do one of two things. You can either criticize and then go home and say that you've done your job, or you can criticize and then see if there's some way that you can come back with something that might work in a way that you think that is appropriate.
Mr. Rowley,
So
that is
that's,
what we're
that's
doing.
why I,
Thank you.
that's why I
appointing-
decided to
We're appointing
try and
a
get
Clean
involved.
Water Committee for the community. That is exactly what you just recommended.
So
That's what we're doing.
That's my purpose in being involved in it, having had
Thank you.
30-odd years of experience in the
Okay,
civil
Mr.
engineering
Rowley
field.
and folks, thank you for coming in, we've heard you.
Thank you.
Okay. Was there anyone else? Seeing none, I think we have an announcement.
With the recent passing of Ina Johnson, the most recent recipient of the Wareham BoS Mtg cane, the Wareham Board of Selectmen is looking for the town's oldest citizen. Although the board decided not to hand out the actual cane, as we did in prior years, the board is in the process of ascertaining who is indeed the oldest citizen residing in the town of Wareham, and we wish to bestow upon that person the honor of the cane in some fashion. Those honors will include a commemorative plaque as well as a ceremony making the actual bestowing of the title of the oldest citizen in Wareham upon the recipient. If you believe yourself or a family member living in the town to be the oldest citizen, please contact the Board of Selectmen's office at 508-291-3100, extension 3101, or extension 3102. All claims of actual birth date will be substantiated by the town clerk's office. Thank you.
Okay. Consent agenda. Don't think we have any bills tonight.
No bills, Mr. Chairman. We have
Okay.
a series of minutes to be
Okay.
approved. The first being a regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Selectmen was held June the 3rd, 2008. All 5 selectmen were present, and as well as the previous town administrator, and I would move approval of these minutes.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? 400.
The next set of minutes was a regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Selectmen. Was held June the 17th, 2008. All 5 selectmen were present, as well as the previous town administrator. I would move acceptance and approval of these minutes.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? 400.
The next meeting was August 5th of 2008. All 5 selectmen were present, as well as the interim town administrator, Mr. Sanjanet, and I would move acceptance and approval of these minutes.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? 400.
Next set of minutes was a regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Selectmen. This was a continuation